Hey everyone, welcome to the Soul Song. My name is Nina. This is a career and finances reading for all earth signs, that is Taurus, Virgo and Capricorn. So we'll take a look at what's to come in the near future, and I'm going to do each sign separately, so this is not a common spread for all the three signs. Okay, I will leave the timestamps below. I just want to take this moment to thank everyone who has been supporting the channel through your likes and comments and emails, as well as some good suggestions also. And with the some of you have been asking about being able to donate or contribute to the channel. So I have started, I gave it some thought and I started a link, a PayPal account for that reason. Regarding personal readings, I haven't completely set it up yet. So once I do that, I will update my about section with that as well. So thanks again for all your support, and I welcome you to this community. And I really appreciate your support. So we will begin with Taurus. Okay, I have already shuffled the cards here, but I'll just give it a quick shuffle again and we will begin. Okay, this is the overall energy. This is your past energy. This is your near future. Your opportunities. Your challenges. Okay, and I will take out some oracle cards as well later on, as well as some clarifications wherever required, some cards for clarifications. At the bottom of the deck we have the World. So perhaps you are at I'm hearing retirement for some of you. Okay, I don't know if you are contemplating that, but some of you could be of that age, or you may be taking an early retirement, or even perhaps leaving a job and wanting to start something of your own, maybe getting into self-employment. Okay, but it is about the end of a cycle or a chapter, and successful completion of a project also is what I'm hearing. Okay, so let's take a look. The overall energy is the Four of Wands. Okay, so that makes sense. I feel like currently you are in a pretty good place as far as your career is concerned, in the sense that you may have a solid foundation, a structure to something reliable, something dependable in terms of your job or career or your business, whatever it may be. Okay, and even in terms of finances, this is a really good card to have, even though it's not Pentacles, but it does speak of a sense of security, a sense of stability. Okay, for others of you, I feel like you have achieved some kind of a milestone, but you are at the you are perhaps at a bit of a crossroads. Not exactly a crossroads, but more of a portal. You are seeing what else is out there, and there is perhaps a new door, a new horizon that you've set your eyes on, and something that is new, that is inviting you to the other side. Okay, so that take it as it resonates in your case. It could apply to your job scenario, your business, or even you perhaps moving from being salaried to being self-employed. Okay, Yeah, we have the Two of Swords and the Three of Wands at in your recent past position. So this makes a lot of sense. I feel like you have been at this juncture where you had to decide perhaps about your future, looking at other options, exploring, perhaps networking, seeing what else is out there, and at the same time being a little confused about which way to go. Okay. The Four of Wands is like the Two of Wands doubled. So the Two of Wands is your crossroads energy. Okay. Having to start something anew, grabbing a hold of one particular opportunity, or seeing what else is out there, like I said, and planning for it. Okay. The Three of Wands is, with the Two of Swords, is telling me that you have perhaps been waiting for some kind of I'm hearing waiting for the right time to strike. Okay, for some of you this is about perhaps starting your own business, and you've been waiting for things to fall into place for that reason. For others of you, you've had to perhaps apply for certain things like loans or even studies, or things related to your career, your work scenario. Okay, and you have been perhaps waiting for the other end, the other party to respond to you. Okay, then I'll take a look at the near future later on, but here are your opportunities. You have the Queen of Pentacles, the Ten of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Nine of Swords. Okay, interesting. For some of you, this is about perhaps starting like a family business, or a community oriented project. Okay, I'm also hearing NGO. So for some of you, perhaps you have the opportunity now to start something like a welfare or community project, something like that. Okay, and you are seriously considering it. The Queen of Pentacles is someone who is quite stable and secure. Not a whole lot of money, but she is someone who is quite satisfied, someone who can take care of themselves. Okay, and the Ace of Pentacles is a brand new spanking opportunity. So there's definitely something on hand, something that you may be considering. But again, with the Nine of Swords here and the Two of Swords in the recent past, I feel like you've not been able to decide about this opportunity. Okay, or if it hasn't shown up yet, when it does show up, I feel you may be a little anxious about the future of this path, of this opportunity. Okay, because for some of you, I feel like it is something that is quite new. It's something that you haven't explored before. Okay, all right. Then in terms of challenges, we have the Queen of Swords, the Five of Wands, and the Page of Pentacles. Okay, so I feel like this opportunity or this new line of work, whatever you may be taking, there's definitely something coming towards you. It is approaching you, but what I'm feeling here is that it is going to involve a bit of a challenge, in the sense that you might have some competition. I'm hearing proving yourself. Okay, so you might have to prove your skills, your abilities, and outshine others in order to grab this opportunity. And that is perhaps why you're also feeling anxious about it. Okay, it's even though you have, I feel like you have the acumen for it, whatever it may be, but it is possibly something that is quite new, quite unexplored until now. And that is why you're not entirely sure, entirely clear about whether you can actually prosper in this direction, whether you can actually prove your mettle is what I'm hearing, okay? So if this is a job opportunity, this may be something that you will perhaps have to start from like a lower level, not exactly low, but something that requires you to take maybe do another course, do some kind of like have an upgrade, or it could be something that you are entirely new at, and that is why you're almost like starting from scratch, okay? So that could be a challenge for those of you who are perhaps veterans in a particular field and you are starting something new altogether. Or even if you are starting in a new company, perhaps it is like a huge company, a huge and a whole lot of people that you need to interact with, and you are perhaps a little skeptical whether you will be able to stand out or not, okay? Then in the near future, we have the Two of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles, that's nice, the Chariot, and the Ace of Wands. All great cards, okay? Just that there's a bit of flexibility that is required from you, because I am seeing this sense of like duality and having to strike a balance between two opposites, okay? Which is what both the Chariot and the Two of Pentacles energy is about. It is especially with the Two of Pentacles here, I feel like for some of you, you're starting something on the side, okay? Something that you may start like as a hobby, as a creative outlet, okay? And it has a lot of potential to bring you the success and the financial stability and independence as well. But there is a need for you to perhaps juggle a bit, and you may be stretched thin when it comes to your time, especially, is what I'm getting. So a lot of times the Nine of Swords in a career reading is about like burning the midnight oil, having to put in too much effort, and that kind of stressing you out, okay? So that is a possibility in your case. So overall it looks great, but you do, if this is about like a side gig, you're very creative, you are equipped to handle this. It's just going to take a little bit of flexibility, and I'm also hearing like compromise, okay? So if this is something that you need to start from, like I said, the basic level and then move to a more higher hierarchy, then it is going to take you some effort, okay? Be open to experimenting also is what I'm getting. And trust your creativity, trust your ability. I'm hearing you've got this, okay, with the Chariot here. You've got this, but you need to be able to trust in yourself, have faith in yourself, and also I'm hearing don't be afraid to show your individualistic side, your unique side basically, which you should be proud of, because I feel like you have some unique abilities at hand, and you have a lot to offer because of that. So don't be afraid of that. I'll just get you some advice cards as well, or just some extra messages, okay? Career and finance for Taurus. career and finance for Taurus. Okay. Just a second. Okay. So we have Angel of Strength, Magician and the Mirror, Celebration. That is the Four of Wands energy, actually reaching a milestone and having a cause for celebration. Ceremony, invocation, breathe, and exchanging gifts. This is nice. So no alarming cards over here. The only one being an advice, that is when you find yourself in this Nine of Swords energy, remember to breathe and remember that you are in control of the situation, and there is a need for you to be a little flexible and go with the flow. Okay, that is required of you. For a lot of you, the clear message that I'm getting here is that this is something that you are completely capable of manifesting for yourself. Okay, all you need is some flexibility, like I said, with both of these cards and with the Two of Pentacles here, with exchanging gifts, Magician and the Mirror, with this sense of duality that is coming through in your reading. There is a need for you to strike a balance, basically. And also I'm getting like juggling. Okay, you might have to juggle two things at a time and be flexible, be open-minded, and also trust in your abilities to create, to manifest this for yourself and to co-create with the universe. Okay, you are guided and protected at this time, and this is a very Leo, warm, vibrant energy, and there's just a need for you to show a bit of courage at this time. Okay, so that was your reading. I hope this was useful. Let me know in the comment section how this resonated with you, and if you found it useful. So I look forward to seeing you in another video, and take care. All the best for this situation in your career and finances, and yeah, God bless. Take care. Hi Virgo, this is your career and finances reading. I'm going to do the tarot spread or layout, and you'll see in a minute what it's all about. So this is the overall energy where you are at currently. Then let me just give it a quick shuffle. This is your recent past. Opportunities. Your near future. And challenges. Okay. So at the bottom of the deck we have the Nine of Pentacles, which is a fantastic energy to be in, or to have as an overall theme. So let's start with your current energy. Okay, what's happening? We have Justice and the Page of Pentacles. Okay, so I'm hearing new contracts, new agreements, the start of a new chapter. Okay, I feel like you maybe just starting to even learn something new. For a lot of you, this is perhaps to do with not necessarily with further studies, but it could be. And there is justice is about karma, so there is a bit of a karmic angle to it. So I'm hearing this is a new karmic cycle that involves learning and growing for you. Okay, that is where you are at the moment. This may require, like I said, amping up your skills and starting something new, or even going your own way, starting like a new business, or taking up a new opportunity also that may come towards you. But whatever it is, it does involve some like a new direction, a new path, okay, for you, or a change in direction for some of you. In the recent past, you have the High Priestess and the Five of Pentacles. Okay, so I suppose that is where you are coming from. Okay, having to make ends meet. Perhaps it wasn't a very prosperous time for you, and you were, for some of you, I feel like you were actually, I don't know, for some reason I'm hearing student loans. Okay, you were perhaps studying, doing some kind of research, and you weren't able to sustain yourself doing that. Okay, for others of you, this was some kind of a spiritual lesson, a spiritual, like a life lesson basically, which did involve some kind of some kind of, not victimhood, but like not being able to really sustain all that well, that is what I'm seeing here. Yeah, we have the Devil and the Six of Cups as clarifiers for you. So for some of you, this may involve like something to do with a partnership that didn't really work out, or that was actually quite toxic for you, and you had to go your own way, and that I feel was the reason why you had to or for some time, for a period of time, I feel like you were struggling to make ends meet because you had to perhaps leave a business partnership, or even a job, or some kind of a partnership where you weren't really, there wasn't much balance, there wasn't much equality, and you were kind of tied down. I'm also getting for some of you like a contract, okay, like a binding contract that you had to leave, and that may have even cost you financially. Okay, for others of you, I'm getting this might have been like a business partnership that fell through, okay, and that left you with a considerable amount of loss. Okay, that is what I'm feeling here. For others of you, this may have been related to even teaching. Okay, if this doesn't have anything to do with student loans, which is what I heard, you might have been like a teacher or something, and that didn't really work out. Okay, you might have had to leave some kind of an institution or organization, and maybe unemployed for some time, and now I feel like things are sort of turning into your favor, because justice is here. It is a bit like you weighing the pros and cons of the situation and taking action that is necessary to move forward in a positive direction. Okay, also reaping positive karma from the past. Okay, so let's take a look at what your opportunities are. You have the King of Pentacles, the Page of Swords, the Two of Swords, and the Queen of Cups. Okay, I feel like you're, again, the Page of Swords has to do with being inquisitive, doing your research, sometimes even spying, or using the social network, social media for promotion or for finding things out, okay? I feel like for some of you, I'm getting a strong message that you will receive some kind of help or offer from someone who is like a fellow earth sign, you know, a king of pentacles, or this could be your energy as well. But for those of you for whom this is an external person, what I'm hearing here is that you will receive some kind of, or you will do some kind of due diligence. You will perhaps try to find out about this person, about this company, or this offer that they're making, and that's going to leave you a little undecided, unsettled, and unable to make a firm decision whether to actually take it or not. Okay. Let me get one more clarifier for you. Like, okay, yeah, we have the Hangman and the Three of Pentacles here. So this definitely has, and the Three of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So perhaps someone from like a distance, maybe an overseas company or something that I'm feeling like a lack of information here, okay? It's a bit like when you get a job overseas, you're not entirely sure because it is a big risk, and you're not exactly sure if this company is actually what they're portraying themselves as. If so, you know, you go online, you read reviews and stuff like that, and you find out, you dig out stuff that may not be entirely pleasant. Okay, that is quite possible. But I feel like you're going to be a little hung over this decision, not too sure whether to actually take it. But the Three of Pentacles is one of the most positive cards for me in a career reading. So this is something that perhaps you even enjoy doing. Okay, it is something that you like, something creative, and something that perhaps requires you to work in a small group of people. Use your creativity or imagination for this job. That is quite possible. But again, like I said, there's some information, some key element to that is missing here. Key element of information or news or facts, okay, that are perhaps missing here, which you will try to dig and find out in the near future, and that's going to give you a little bit of time to decide. And I feel like you're going to take some time off to make this choice, make this decision, because you're kind of at a stalemate position, energy, okay? I'm also hearing trust, okay? You may find it difficult to perhaps trust this person who is offering this to you, this opportunity to you, or this group of people. You're not quite sure. And for some of you, this perhaps involves some kind of sacrifice that you'll have to make, in the sense that you might have to work with a group of people, and you're more comfortable working by yourself, or you want to be more individualistic, you know, that kind of thing. So that is quite possible. Okay, let's take a look at the challenges. The Nine of Cups, the Three of Swords, and the King of Wands. Okay. So the King of Wands is someone who is like a boss figure, okay, for me. It is someone who is a leader, ambitious, someone who is like a go-getter, very confident, maybe slightly even arrogant, okay. But someone who is a bit authoritative, who knows what they want and they go after it without any inhibitions. So Let me get one clarifier for you. Why is the 9 of Cups here? Okay, we have the 4 of Swords. And the 3 of Swords. Why is this 3 of Swords here? This one wanted to jump out. We have the Wheel of Fortune, and it almost wanted to come out reversed. Okay, so I'll just keep it like this. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Knight of Wands. So I feel like the challenge for you to here is to actually wait, because you may be kind of running out of patience is what I'm feeling. It's there may be a bit of delay when it comes to this thing, this opportunity, this wish fulfillment, whatever it is in your case, actually materializing, because or things completely falling into place. I'm hearing the complete picture. Okay, so for the entire puzzle for you to actually solve the entire puzzle, for the whole picture to fall into place, and for all the cogs in the wheel I'm hearing. Okay, basically for getting all your ducks in a row, it is going to take you some time, and in the meantime I feel like you may be still recovering from what has happened in your recent past. There could be like a love or relationship angle to this. Perhaps you were working with somebody who was very close to you, and you're still recovering from that, you're still healing from that. Okay, that might prove to be a challenge here for you. For some of you, this could be a fire sign who you were dealing with. Okay, an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But more importantly, what I'm getting is that if you're not entirely in this balanced emotional state, you might not be able to take advantage of this opportunity when it shows up. Okay, so there is a possibility that you might miss out on it because you aren't completely healed from what has happened in the recent past. Okay, so that is a bit of a caution that I'm getting for you. A very clear message actually, that because the Knight of Wands here also is, it's an incoming energy, it's a fast energy, but it is not entirely reliable in the sense that it's here today and it's gone tomorrow. So it's a bit of spontaneous energy that you need to act on, that you need to completely be alert for and be at your best for, be prepared for, to take advantage of whenever it comes. Okay, so I feel like that may be a bit of a concern for you because you're more in a resting healing period at the moment, and this window of opportunity may be quite short. Okay, in the near future we have the 7 of Swords, the 4 of Cups, the 8 of Cups, and Temperance. Okay. So like I said, the 4 of Cups this is a very clear message actually for me. This 7 of Swords speaks of that missing piece of information or somebody withholding information from you. Okay, that is quite possible. And that may be one of the reasons why you're not too keen on taking this opportunity when it comes your way. It's very, very likely that you will walk away from it, that you will not actually pay attention to it when it arrives. When it arrives, you may not even be, emotionally, mentally prepared for it. And what's happening is eventually you might just move in a completely new direction and go out and seek something new and decide to actually first regain your balance, be more in control, be more in an equilibrium kind of state, and have a firm head on your shoulders before you can actually grab something new. Okay, let me get a clarifier for this Seven of Swords. Why is the Seven of Swords here? Yeah, we have the Five of Wands. So you may be dealing with like a group of people or a company where there is a lot of competition involved, and or I feel like there are multiple angles to the situation that you're not aware of. That is the missing information. Okay, why is the okay, get the Tower here. That's the Four of Cups here. The Ten of Swords. I'm going to repeat myself. We have the Nine of Swords at the bottom of the deck. I'm repeating myself here. There is a strong possibility that because you're still, I am feeling a strong inability to take action, okay, and be spontaneous. I feel like you're not at the best of your health when it comes to your emotional, mental, and spiritual health, and that is why you're not entirely able to jump at this or feel equipped to handle this situation or this opportunity when this comes. Okay, for some of you, I feel like you will be able to understand or find that missing piece of information, and that's going to create a bit of conflict for you, internal conflict, and that's going to lead you to not want to take this opportunity. You're not happy with it because you feel that there is perhaps something better out there for you, and eventually you're going to decide to move in a new direction, and you're going to have this kind of like an aha moment, where you realize, okay, what can be worse than this? I'm already at perhaps rock bottom and I need to start something new, and that's when you're going to move ahead and go in a completely new direction. Because the Eight of Cups for me is like the seeker, someone who goes out to search for their perfect match or what it is that they really, really want. Okay, and that is a bit of a challenge. That's in your challenge position. So there is perhaps that is missing from what is being offered to you. What you want is the Nine of Cups. What you're getting is the Four of Cups. Or the One Cup. But it's not enough for you. Okay. And you're deciding to then move ahead. Move away. Walk away. And take some time out. And heal and come back to your work situation with clarity and see what it is you can actually do. Okay, that is the picture that I am getting for you. I'm just going to pull some oracle cards for you. This card has been coming up a lot. This came up for Taurus as well. We have exchanging gifts. This is the card that I'm talking about. It's been coming up a lot in all of my recent readings. Then we have promise, rainbow blessings. Okay, that's nice. Perhaps something will show up, some kind of news, some kind of wow, you're getting incredibly good cards for your spirits advice or spirits guidance, you can say. Okay, so I'm getting a strong message here. Spirit is assuring you, or the universe is assuring you, that there is certainly something better out there for you. So if you feel like you are missing out on this opportunity because you're not acting on it on time, or not being able to, or not feeling equipped to, or not really being interested in what is being offered, or finding something fishy about it and not wanting to take it up, whatever the case may be, you do have something wonderful out there waiting for you. You have amazing cards there. Okay, you have blessings, there's promise, exchanging gifts, message in a bottle. So it's a bit like being at the sea, or sending out a message to the universe and waiting for it to come back to you. Okay, so there's a bit, what I'm feeling for you is that you need to have a bit of faith at this moment, which may be a little difficult considering all of these cards that you've got, but know that there are doors opening up for you. Okay, and in terms of advice, at the bottom of the deck we have adjacent possibilities. So you may be knocking on one door, not realizing that there are other doors out there that are open for you. So don't be afraid to experiment, and know that, trust that there is something better out there for you. Okay, that is the message that I'm getting for you. Wonderful, wonderful oracle cards for you. I'm getting another advice from Spirit. Only go for something where you know you will receive appreciation, where you will be valued. Okay, that is most important, and that's going to be the right door for you to strike on or to knock on. Okay, so that was your reading. I hope this was helpful and useful. Let me know in the comment section, and I'll see you in another video. I wish you all the very best in your career. Hang in there. Okay, like hang in there. Okay, take care and God bless. Bye bye. Hi Capricorn, welcome to your career and finances reading. I'm just going to quickly shuffle these cards once again, and we will begin with your layout. This is your current energy. I will explain the layout to you. At the bottom of the deck we have the Star, which is a wish fulfillment, perhaps getting the right kind of, I'm hearing promotion for some of you, getting promoted, finding yourself in an opportune moment or situation. Okay, so let's begin. This is your current energy, where you stand. Okay, we have the Hangman and the Three of Swords. So I'm hearing that you are getting over some kind of disappointment that you've had in the recent past. For some of you, this could actually be in more of a personal, relationship side of life. Perhaps that is affecting the way you perform at your job or in your career, or even I'm hearing decisions. Perhaps you've not been able to make the right kind of decisions because this is your current energy which is affecting you. So from an emotional point of view, you're not exactly in the healthiest state, which is what is perhaps affecting your career, work, your finances as well. Okay, for some of you, you could actually be dealing with a Pisces individual who has been probably responsible for you, or because of whom you are kind of feeling like this. Okay. I'm also getting that there could be like 3 different angles to your situation. Okay, perhaps 3 different individuals who are affecting your work and career life. Okay, or who have certain significance when it comes to your work and career and finances. And these 3 angles, or these 3 elements, these 3 individuals are perhaps affecting you, okay, negatively. In the recent past, we have the Death, the Lovers, and the 6 of Pentacles. Okay, so to me this is quite clear. You are perhaps trying to get over some kind of a situation that for most of you had to do with your personal life, your love life, your relationship. Okay, and that has perhaps even brought about some kind of an imbalance in your financial situation, in your wealth. Okay, that is the message that I'm getting for most of you. This is the case. You may have actually been perhaps even working with someone who was like a partner. Okay, someone you had like a joint venture with, or business with, or even someone at work, perhaps at a job. Maybe this was someone you worked with, and that situation has come to an end in the recent past, and that is what is kind of throwing you off balance, is what I'm getting. Okay, interesting. Then this is your opportunities. We have the 2 of Wands, Temperance, the 10 of Cups, the 3 of Pentacles, and the 7 of Swords. Okay, interesting. I don't know why this 10 of Cups keeps showing up in the career reading. I feel like a lot of you may be dealing with perhaps a large organization, or even having like a family business or something like that, or working with loved ones. Okay, that is quite possible. With the 2 of Wands here, I feel like you are at a crossroads. Okay, you have the opportunity to actually work with a small group of people who are probably a lot better to work with. Okay, better than the ones you've perhaps been working with so far. But there is going to be a bit of a pause. Okay, it's going to require some patience from your end. It's going to require a lot of strategy. Okay, the 7 of Swords here, I feel, is this I feel is more of your energy. Okay, you being really strategic about it, trying to see exactly what you can do in the situation, being a bit perhaps even being a bit sneaky. Okay, in the sense that you are keeping things to yourself. But and for some of you, this may actually involve like traveling, or moving to a new place, and you need to make a lot of plans for that to happen. And that's why I feel also you have the 7 of Swords here. So a lot of strategic decision making, networking, seeing how you can work with other people, and talking to other people, and keeping things perhaps undercover, okay? For some of you, I feel like you may still be working in this place which is not really serving you well, which is not perhaps even giving you enough, okay? And at the same time, you are exploring, you are looking at other options, but for that, you will need to network a lot with people. And there's also a message of you being open, being flexible, and kind of testing the waters, okay? This may be something that is like a new chapter in your life, a new direction, and that may require you to actually be very, very strategic, like I said, plan things out well, okay? And not divulge any secrets or whatever it is that you're up to anybody from your current workplace. That is what I'm feeling here, okay? In terms of your challenges, you have the Three of Cups, the Emperor, the Eight of Wands, okay, the Chariot, and the Knight of Wands, okay. So these two cards came out for, I think it was, yeah, Virgo. So you might want to check that out as well if you have like Virgo in your chart. But in any case, what I'm feeling here is that you are perhaps in the wrong work environment, okay? You're perhaps dealing with a boss figure who isn't too nice, someone who is perhaps too controlling, not giving you enough leeway, I'm hearing, not giving you enough space. And that is perhaps, I don't know why I'm getting freedom here, okay? The Eight of Wands is in a way a liberating card as well. So for me, what I'm hearing is you're not getting enough freedom to do exactly what you want, okay? Something that you are passionate about. Also, for some of you, you are definitely dealing with people around you who are not too good for you. Perhaps people who talk behind your back or who complain about you to your boss. Those are the people who are perhaps a little threatened by you because of your ability, your, they don't want you to outshine them in any way. So these are the people who you should be a little wary of, little careful of, and try not to divulge. This is a very specific message, but this is the visual, the scenario that I'm getting, okay? Your co-workers are not good for you, who they are perhaps talking behind your back, and that is why I felt this three people or three angles, okay, three elements that are working against you. So you have the Three of Pentacles here, you have the Three of Cups here, and the Three of Swords here. So definitely some triangulation happening here. And when you get stuck in a triangulation, it's you versus two other people, or you being an option for somebody, okay? So try and, take only what resonates, of course. You know your situation best. And I feel like you may be in a bit of a hurry to get out of this situation, but it is proving to be a challenge for you. These are all travel cards, by the way. The Chariot, the Eight of Wands, and the Knight of Wands also could be like a movement card, okay? So that could be a challenge for you. Perhaps you're not able to travel at the moment, or not able to set yourself free also to move out, to move away from the situation, okay? And you may actually want to move ahead, travel to a new place, or move to a different country altogether, but things are not exactly falling into place. There's a lot of planning and strategic decision making that needs to go into it. Then this is your near future. You have the Two of Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles, okay, the Seven of Wands, this Six of Swords, and the Moon. Okay, interesting. This is a very interesting story. Definitely for some of you this involves moving overseas, okay, or traveling, having to relocate to a new place. And that may prove to be a bit of a challenge because things need to fall into place. For that you need to plan, okay, a lot of planning and decision making. I feel like you may even be a little short on cash perhaps, okay, not having enough resources or funds to make things, to get the ball rolling quickly. But there is a need for you to be able to be more flexible and stand your ground, okay, because I feel like there are going to be some challenges, some obstacles on your way. But the good thing is that eventually you will move past this. You will move into a better, more prosperous time, okay. But the Moon card here is, I'll just pull a clarifier for that, okay. It's just that you're not really able to see the way, the path very clearly in the near future. This is just, yeah, we have the King of Pentacles here. So there's something prosperous, something, and that could be your energy as well, okay. Yeah, we have the Eight of Swords here. Ouch. And the Nine of Swords. What's happening? Nice, the Moon here. Oh, okay. I asked why is the Moon here, and you got the Six of Wands. So rest assured, I feel like Spirit doesn't want to exactly tell you what it is you need to know at the moment, but trust that you are going to move into a definitely better space, better place, okay. For some of you, a new place altogether, something that is so unfamiliar that it almost scares you, something that almost frightens you with the level of uncertainty that it is bringing you, okay. I am seeing a lot of uncertainty here, and I feel like for you to be able to move into this new place, this new direction, or towards this new opportunity that is going to be extremely successful, that's going to make you successful and prosperous and give you, you know, a sense of stability and security. For that to happen, I feel like you will have to overcome certain fears of your own, okay. This may involve a lot of like inner work, okay. I know we don't like to really talk about that in a career reading, but some soul searching is required for you to get over this fear. I am sensing a lot of fear and insecurity from you as well. But the good thing is that you will eventually stand your ground, you will overcome any kind of challenges and obstacles and move ahead in a much better place. But for that you need to make this decision to actually, yes, move ahead and not be in this kind of stagnant, stale energy, okay. You might, for some of you, I'm hearing you might have to spend a bit of money to also, you know, move in this new direction, whatever it may be in your case. But there is an element of you having to overcome your own fears. I'm also hearing judgment for some reason. Don't judge yourself or your abilities as well, because the Eight of Swords is also about self-limiting beliefs, okay. So if you can overcome them, it will be a lot easier for you to actually be successful, okay. I'll just pull out some oracle cards for additional messages that Spirit may have for you. Too many. Okay, we have Angel of Strength, Contract. Okay, this is your Two of Swords energy, and you got that here somewhere. Okay, I don't see it at the moment. You have Shaman, Ancient Healing Wisdom. This is a very hermit kind of energy along with this. Okay, that speaks of this soul searching that is required, showing courage, having faith, mending, chaos and conflict. Okay, so for some of you, I feel like you will need to have closure with whoever this person was, whose relationship with you was also kind of affecting you in terms of your career and finances. Okay, and we have Treasure Island. That's a nice card to have. That is the Six of Wands energy that you are moving towards. Okay, so it's also about going with the flow and having faith that you will be able to reach the shore or reach your destination with faith and have or move towards this treasure. Okay, but it is going to require a whole lot of faith, courage, healing, tapping into your own inner wisdom. Okay, and mending, perhaps forgiveness with this person, probably closing that chapter for good. And yeah, this chaos is within your mind, I feel, and that is what you need to overcome. Okay, even if this is because of your co-workers, people who've not been nice to you at your current workplace, try and forgive them and close that chapter for good, because where you're heading, you don't want to go in this kind of energy. Okay, and this contract here is telling me that you have the scales here as well as here, and both are sixes, which is talking about equality and balance and harmony. Okay, and equal give and take. So I feel like you're not able to completely see at the moment where you're heading. Okay, which is why you're blindfolded. But also the message that I'm getting is that weigh the pros and cons of the situation, or before getting into any sort of agreement, weigh the pros and cons very carefully. Okay, because also you may not be exactly able to see everything with your physical visual, with your eyes. So trust your intuition as well. Okay, but whatever the case may be, know that you're heading in the right direction. Going back to the star card that we got initially, you are on the right path. This is perhaps the end of a cycle or chapter in your life that was perhaps meant to teach you some important lessons. But you have the courage, you have the strength to move ahead in this new direction. But trust yourself and have faith in your own intuition and in spirit, in the universe, because you're being guided in the right direction. Okay. Alright, so that was your reading. I hope this was useful and helpful. Let me know in the comment section if it resonated with you. Do consider subscribing if you haven't so far, and I'll see you in another video. I wish you all the very best for this path ahead, being able to tie some loose ends before you start something anew. And take care, and God bless. Bye bye.